My name is Julia Negron, and my son has a drug problem. He ended up in the California corrections system. I didn't know anything about what happened in prison, but I was hoping, as much as I didn't like the idea of him going to prison, that he would get some rehabilitation there and some treatment. What really happened was, because of the overcrowding and the lack of programs due to the overcrowding and the way it's structured, there was nothing available to him. So for 16 months, my son lived in an overcrowded gym on the top of a triple bunk with no programs and no help. I had a very hard time dealing with the idea that having him in that setting for all that time led to not all that much improvement. It's really important to me to keep treating people with drug dependence and with addiction problems. And I always hoped my son would get help. We weren't trying to get him off, we were trying to get him help. I believe that people should be treated if they have a disease, and addiction is a disease. And I just find it stupid to keep wasting our money cycling people through the correction system without rehabilitating them. If they have a drug problem, we should do everything in our power to rehabilitate them. 10,000 people get out of California prisons every month, and without treatment or rehabilitation, they just cycle back through. I don't know how much money people want to pay to send my son back through the California prisons over and over again. The taxpayers already paid $60,000 for him to sit there for a year and a half and not get treated. You know, I find that absurd. It's an archaic view to believe that you can take a drug addict and lock them up, and that alone will be a deterrent to their ever using again. That's an old idea. When my son went away to prison, over and over, mothers would come up to me and say, well, the good news is that he's going to prison where he'll be safe and he'll be sober. And neither one of those things is true. It's not a safe place. It's a very bad place. And it's certainly not a drug-free place. I know correctional officers and judges and policemen and all that don't like to hear it, don't like to admit it, but the prisons are pretty much awash in drugs. The system, the way it's set up now, perpetuates criminal behavior. It doesn't rehabilitate them. We can take the same money or less and have a better shot at turning them into productive citizens. And for nonviolent offenders, it's almost criminal to not do that.